everybody, what's happening? I sound like I'm doubled or something. Why is that happening? Why is that happening? Why is that happening? Why is that happening?
Why do we look like ghosts?
Huh? Because we are ghosts. You didn't know that?
No, it's just.
You weren't aware?
It's very light.
Are we too light? So what's happening, everybody? Well, we were excited because our new Gastlecast and Gastly pins are in. So we wanted to show those off to you tonight. But my goodness, what is happening with this camera? My God, that doesn't look good at all.
No, did you?
I mean, it's just
the
the worst.
Camera? What did you do?
I have no idea. It looked great before when I was looking at it before. Why does that happen to us? No matter what we do, everything just gets screwed up.
Why
I don't know.
What is it?
Now we're all bright and weird looking. Okay, whatever. Is that going to work, you think? Does that look okay?
I mean, they can see us. Can they see the pins?
Oh, God. We look horrible. The Ghostly cast. So, now, I was really excited because we finally got our pins in. The Gastly pins, Gastlecast pins are all in. So we wanted to show those to you tonight. Now, the backings for the pins have not come in yet. We're still waiting for those. So once those come in, we'll connect them to the pin, yada, yada, yada. We'll put them up and sell them somehow. And I say somehow because right now I'm not 100% sure how this is all going to go down. Although I have been talking to the newly formed Gastlecast, Gastly, whatever, I would call it the Gastly team. My forehead is shining. Yeah.
Can you finish a thought and not pay attention?
I'm sorry,
to
I
chat,
read
please?
somebody said my forehead was shiny. I didn't
know,
realize
just
how shiny it was.
Pay attention.
We're actually going. So we have a team, a Gastly team. Jacques Morgan and Jake Carr. You guys know them. They've been here multiple times. We've had them on live. They've been in the chat room a lot. We're always talking about those two guys. They're awesome. Jacques Morgan, of course, makes a lot of custom work and stuff. And Jake Carr is the one who helped us get the pins completed in the first place. The reason why I had to create a team, so to speak, Heather's making us look dark as hell. Why are you making us look like that? Now we look like a cover to a 90s rock album.
Chris, finish your thoughts, please.
Okay, well, I can't pay attention to when you're sitting here playing, Heather. I don't know what you're doing. Just keep it. Who cares? They can see us. Then we'll be able to show our little pins and all that jazz. But I had to select a couple people to be a part of our team because we're going to move ahead with trying to make a Gastly toy, a vinyl toy. I reached out on Monday or Tuesday to the Facebook world, all my Facebook friends, and I could not track down an artist who might be able to help us out with putting a vinyl, I guess a 3D model together to create Gastly. So Jacques actually knows somebody who is looking into it for us, and they might actually be able to put that together. Once we have a 3D model, then we can go forward and try to get our creature made. These two guys, Jacques Morgan and Jake, very much wanted to be a part of this. Jacques and Jake show a lot of enthusiasm, and I know that I can't do this alone, so they're going to help me out with this. I can't wait to see where all of this goes. So pins, I guess the point I'm making is the pin is just the beginning of what our plans are. I really want to make Gastly a big thing. He seems to be pretty popular with people. People seem to like him. I get a lot of really good feedback, not only from, like, of course, friends and family always say, "Oh, it's so great," pat on the back. A lot of you guys like it. When we post on Instagram, a lot of people like it there. So it seems like it's going to be, I think it's going to be a success. My plan is to do some pins for a little bit while we try to figure out this whole Gastly toy thing. And then we'll do a very limited run and just see how people think, see what they think about it, see if they dig it. I'd be honest with you, I just really want my own creation in my hand because I think that's cool. I laid in bed one night while Heather was sleeping, and I drew up Gastly. And now I'm making pins of him and talking about making a toy, so it's amazing. Let me pull out some of the pins. Heather, there are people out there asking, talking. There's a lot of going on. Can you tell me what's up out there?
Well, everyone's saying how beautiful I look, so thanks, guys. And they said you look weird. I don't know why they would say that. No, I'm just kidding.
I always look weird.
Mike H is asking if there will be a chase variant with Gastly. So, Chris's thoughts, when this happens, is in the future to make different variants. but I'm not sure if that will include a chase or not. I wouldn't.
So I wouldn't put a chase past it.
Yeah.
But I'm not really focused much on the chase. My real thought about this, so variants, I always find variants interesting because you have flocked and then you have metallic and glow in the dark. You have all these different variants, and it's always cool to see what like Funko and all these other toy companies are going to come up with. My idea actually is to take this character and put different weapons and different armor on him because I thought that would be really cool.
Hey, you should do some chrome armor, but don't chrome it, just paint it.
Oh my god. By the way, somebody the other night watched our newest video about Mandalorian, and they seemed to be very upset because we were basically saying that the Mando from Amazon, the Chrome Mando from Amazon, was a fail and it was a complete complete trash pop. We were just joking. I still have that one in my collection. So I hope people don't take real offense to when we say things. You know, I'm not the judge, jury, and executioner when it comes to pops. I just give you what my thoughts are on it.
Well, my thought to that comment is if you don't like it, then unsubscribe and don't threaten unsubscribing.
Well,
That's
I'm not
all
going
I
to be.
have to say.
You're the bad cop. I'm the good cop, unfortunately.
I know you are.
Yeah. So,
It's unfortunate.
sorry, I have to drink out of my big 5-gallon water that Heather bought. She bought like a 6-pack of these Smart Waters. They're huge.
That's mine. That's not yours.
I've been drinking them left and right.
Yeah,
Okay.
I know. I only
So-
had one.
So you're probably wondering how big the pins are, what they look like. Are you going to want them? I'm going to keep my fingers crossed because this box here is full of them. So we have 4 different color variations of Gastly right now. This is the very first set of Gastly pins we have ever made.
I have something to say.
Go ahead.
I need to spoil you guys, so I'm sorry if you didn't want a spoiler, but the spoiler is they all look amazing.
They do. Yes, they sure do. So Gastly, there's 4 versions, and then we have 3 versions of the Gastlecast symbol. My idea was to take the Gastlecast symbol or logo rather, and blind bag them. So when you order them, they would be blind bagged. So it would be one of the 3. And there's a chase involved, and the chase is 20 count, and the other 2 are 40 counts. Then we have Gastly that is broken down to 4 colors, and there are 25 of each color. So that means that we only have a very limited set of all 4. I really want to sell them as a set. The price point right now for the set of 4, I don't want to knock you out of your chair, but the price point that we're looking at right now with tax tags, shipping, everything involved in it is going to
In the U.S.
Well, for the most part, pins are very small, so they're easier and cheaper to
They
ship.
should hopefully
So we
be
should be able to
much
do this
cheaper.
price for everybody. The price is going to be $30 for all 4 of them. Now, I know that might sound crazy, but what I want you to know
It
is
doesn't.
that no, I'm just saying it's to some people. I mean, it might sound crazy, but if they want it, they want it. So, but my point is that with all the money that we make from this, we're going to funnel it right back into Gastly stuff. So we're going to do any money that we make is going to be put towards the vinyl toy. Personally, I would pay $30 for these pins because they look awesome. I'm really excited about them. The pins are perfect size. I got to say that. And the colors that we chose look really good. Are we ready to show them?
Are you?
I think we are. So,
Thank you, Anne-Marie.
what's the matter?
Nothing's the matter. I was thanking her.
Oh, okay. Oh, no. I thought that's...
Oh, my goodness.
all right. So, you want to hold that up there? So, there's the blue one. That's blue Gastly. Okay. Here is green Gastly. Here is pink Gastly. And here is red Gastly. Now, red Gastly, this is the common version of Gastly. That's his color. His color is going to be red. His horns are going to be yellow. His teeth are going to be yellow. That is Gastly. That's who Gastly is. The other colors are his variants. So once we start making the toys, okay, once we get to the vinyl toy part of all this, we will release different colors of Gastly, sometimes with different weapons. Sometimes maybe we'll do something that is like glow in the dark. I do want to say that we are looking into more pins and different variants of pins. I don't want to jump too far into buying a bunch of pins and then trying to sell them. I want to order a supply of pins so we have them on our page. So when we're ready to release a vinyl toy, then people can buy a pin along with the vinyl toy. And we might also get into making certain different pin variations too. Who knows? In other words, we might make a pin of Gastly but doing something else, maybe with like a big helmet on or something. I don't know. We'll do something. These are all thoughts that have been running through my head over the last few weeks. This is all very how could I say this? This is a short thought. My idea originally was to make stickers and pins. The toy idea didn't really come to mind until a couple weeks ago, actually prior to the Abominable Toys live interview, which we really enjoyed doing that.
You've been wanting to.
Okay, let me rephrase that. I wasn't very serious about making a toy up until recently. Now, here's the other stuff that I want to show you. Heather, if you could please grab me the glow-in-the-dark light. Do you know where that is?
Nope.
Can you please find it, if you wouldn't mind?
I'm looking. I can't find it.
Okay, can you please look over that way and just see if it's on the table?
It's not.
Okay, there's a flashlight right there on the table. I can at least shine that into it, if you don't mind. So, we have 3 versions of the Gastlecast logo. One is mainly black with some white. Then we have mainly white with some black. And then we have the glow-in-the-dark, which is a 20-piece. What are you looking for? Just the light? Do you see it? Excellent. So we'll glow it in the dark for you. Heather, why don't you show them these first? Now, the glow on this pin, I don't think I've ever seen a pin glow as bright as this before ever in my life. So those are the regular ones. Now, these are going to be blind bags. You'll get one of these, or you'll get this chase. Let me see. Oh. I just turned off the TV. Hold on. Okay. Let me glow this thing so you guys can see it. I can't see you right now, or I can't see the screen because I turned off the friggin' TV. Okay. I promise we're professionals. We've been doing this a long time.
Just because we've been doing it a long
right,
time does
here,
not
Heather.
mean we're good.
Here.
Ready?
All right. Yep. So I want you to go ahead and show it.
Okay.
All right. So there is the Gastlecast Chase pin. Glow in the dark.
Wow.
Now, here's the deal. Hold it up there again, please.
Okay.
So there you see how bright it is. I mean, it's very bright. The interesting about this pin that I didn't foresee is that it actually is green. So if you want to hold that up again, it actually is green. It's not a white
it's still
background.
Sort of glowing.
It is actually green. So I think that's cool. I like this one a lot. I thought about keeping variants, all of these variants, like one set for myself, but I think that I'm going to let you guys have the glow in the dark chases. I don't think I'm going to keep one. I think I'm going to give those out to everybody instead. Maybe down the line I'll get one, but I want you guys to have a better chance at getting one if you choose to order them. So these are the first. This is the very first set. I wish we could we pull these out and then pin them up against the board? Maybe, is that possible? Pin it up.
I wouldn't do that.
Why not? You can pin it up there, and then that way they can see them while we're talking. Can we open them? Is it easy to open? Oh, here they go. Okay, yeah, because these are going to have to come out anyway. Let's see. Okay, there's one. Here, help me open these. You're wasting my time.
You're wasting mine.
So these are all going to be on a. And by the way, Jay Carr's here, and I think Jacques Morgan's here. So these pins are going to be. They'll come to you numbered. These are going to be numbered. We're going to have one. Let's see. So these are all going to be one of 25, which is pretty cool. So these are one of 25. These pins here, the regular ones, the regular Gastlecast pins, are one of 40, and then the glow-in-the-dark ones are one of 20. In fact...
Wait, are there 40 black and 40 white? Or 20
black? 40 black and 40 white.
And then 20...
20, yes, because we got 100 total of each one, of each pin. So there they all are. We have these other two here, and you'll see all of them all at one time. We need a little pin board to hang up so that we can see all these from now on. Okay. So there they are. That's all of the Gastlecast pins, or Gastly pins. They look fantastic. I'm big thanks to Jake Carr for making this happen. To be honest with you, I would have never foreseen that we would have something like this created and put it out on, I guess, the market or sell it to I don't know, followers or fans or subscribers. I never thought this was going to end up happening, and I'm really excited about it. And my real plan is to make Gastly popular outside of the channel. In fact, I'm pretty sure that Gastly could be more popular than this channel once we make him into a toy. I think he could be very popular. We're going to make him as simple as possible. I want him to be able to be easily customized and have easy variants. Again, weapons in hand, armor and things on him, glow in the darks, a whole bunch of stuff. I have a lot of thoughts in my head, but I don't want to get ahead of myself because we're not very close at doing anything with the toys. So I don't want to get you guys thinking the wrong idea here. But we have started. So this is something that is actively happening. And as soon as we get more information about the toys and about more pins and things like that, we'll let you know. But this is the first run of anything we've ever done before other than us making t-shirts out of our home. So we really hope that you guys like them. And it appears that a lot of people are excited here in the group. So that makes me really happy. The glow in the dark really blows my mind. Heather, what are your thoughts on these? Last night I remember I pulled it out of the box I showed you, and you were commenting on the size of the Gastly pin. What do you think? They look good?
Yeah, they look great. I was under the impression, so I thought these were going to be about this size, but I thought the Gastly was going to be a little bit bigger, but I'm glad he's not.
Yes. So I didn't want him to make him too big and overwhelming.
Yeah, I didn't know you were making them the same size.
Oh, you mean both? Yeah. So they were both measured out to be exact. I think they're 2.5, 3 inch. Jay Carr
No, they're not 2.5 inches.
No,
there's no way.
Well, I know they're smaller, but I can't remember exactly what we put in.
I would say 1 to 1.5.
So tonight I spent a lot of my time putting together. I do too. I spent a lot of my time tonight putting together almost like a web store, so we can put them out on like a marketplace. I think I mentioned that at the beginning of this, but things have been kind of chaotic and I can't pay attention very well. But I put together this web store, so that's probably where they're going to be sold from. And the web store actually looks kind of cool. I'm trying to doctor it up to make it look all Gastly-fied and Gastlecasted. Is that a word now? To look, I don't know, to be appealing, because I want the site to be appealing too for people who have no idea what this is. Maybe they just want a cool pin and they see this character and are like, oh man, I would love to get that and put it on my pin board or my jacket. I just think he is so cool. And I've been getting a lot of really good feedback. I've been really happy about that.
Yeah, he's cute.
In the future, we've been looking into something with these Gastly pins. One that I asked Jake to look into that I'm really excited about is a glow-in-the-dark Gastly that's red. Not green, red. I want a glow-in-the-dark red Gastly because that is who Gastly is. He's a red color with the yellow and the black. I want a glow-in-the-dark pin that looks just like him, almost a variant of his true self. So I think that would be really cool.
That would be really cool.
So that's that. I mean, there isn't a whole lot of more information I can give you at this point. I wish there was more information I could give you. Like I said, pricing right now, as far as I could tell you, is probably $30 for all 4 of these. And then for the Gastlecast pins, we'll just price them. You'll buy it as a blind bag. Maybe we'll find a way to blind bag them, put them in a black bag or something. I don't know. We'll come up with something. So that's that.
Good. Are you done talking about it?
Yes, I am. Go ahead.
Okay, good.
Sorry.
We have a great
Sorry.
This has been a almost 25-minute infomercial. It's worse than like the stuff that you wake up after falling asleep at 3 a.m.
Right.
Infomercials they used to have on.
Sorry, I'm really excited about it. This is the first time I've ever done anything.
I know you are, but we have a really good comment, so I gotta read it.
Go
Okay.
ahead.
Button999 said, "If Chris thinks that's 3 inches, I feel sorry for Heather."
Nice comment, Button999. That was an awesome comment. Okay, So, I don't think we have much more to say other than that for this evening because it's been a long week.
There was a drop today.
There was a drop today. The drop was okay. A 10-inch Funko Pop. It was Disco Skeletor. Not a huge fan. I like Skeletor, but I'm not a big collector of Skeletor. Happy for those out there who love Skeletor and wanted it. So congratulations. That was cool. I did keep my eye on it. It did sell out. It didn't sell out very quickly. It seemed to take at least 15 minutes or so, but it finally did sell out, maybe even longer, because I kept coming back and just checking it out. But that was a pretty cool drop. And then also Bim Toy dropped something today, which was kind of cool. It was like this creature with these two like blades for arms, which was really neat looking.
Yeah, it was the Lords of
Abaddon.
Yeah.
Lords of Abaddon. So two cool drops today. Not for me though. And I've noticed that Funko is not releasing quite as often as they normally do. Maybe because we're in hard times right now. The one thing I really wanted to talk about tonight that I don't think we're going to be able to really get into, but I'll talk about it just as a piece of subject matter that's big in Funko news, is the fact that they laid everybody off over at Funko. They laid off a lot of the I think most of the social media crew. And man, that's really a shame because those guys were awesome. The lives they put on were awesome. Somebody asked today in one of the groups, will they continue to do giveaways? I mean, that's a good question. Maybe the giveaways are at a standstill right now. I haven't noticed a Funko fan or fanatic of the month or anything recently. So, dude, I'll be honest, I'm really crossing my fingers that Funko can pull it back together. The one thing I did read somewhere is that they laid off the people so they could get paid because Funko couldn't pay them, and then they plan to rehire. That'd be a great thing. Maybe those guys can go and get some unemployment for a minute and then come back. I don't know. All I know is that them cutting those guys out of the mix that's a really tough thing. I know that companies typically do that first, but that's a tough thing because that's like the face of the friggin' company. I mean, Sully was like the guy. Like we all know who like Reese O'Brien is, obviously, from Funko, his artistry of Funko and being the Bim Toy guy, but he's not the front face person for the company. Sully is, right?
Yeah.
So, really sad that all happened. We decided that we're going to reach out to Sully, but we're going to give him some time, but we're going to ask him to come on for interview series and just kind of hang out with him, talk to him, maybe about
if he agrees
if he agrees to it. But I'm saying like what I would do. I would just talk to him about his time at Funko, maybe talk about some of his favorite pieces, his experiences and how awesome his experiences were with Funko. I think that would be a fun talk, but maybe not so fun right now. So we got to give that a little bit of time.
A lot of companies are really suffering right now, and it's sad to see. And I do understand why they would cut the social media first.
Yeah.
As much as it sucks.
Yep. Sucks. It's a big. It's
really, really sucks.
It's a big mess. And
it makes me wonder if it's going to have a negative impact on Funko themselves, or if they'll still be able to move along decently without it. I don't really.
Well, my thought is that they're going to take this from a different approach, and instead of having people's faces, maybe just have videos that come out that are, you know what I mean? Like, hey, look at this and look at that.
Yeah,
and
but
like
I don't want to watch that.
No, I know,
I
but I'm just saying they're going to save money that way, and they're just going to release that kind of shit and just hope that we all fall for it and are cool with it. Yeah. I mean, listen, I watched a lot of what Sully and those folks did, and I really enjoyed it. In fact, at New York Comic Con, I attended the live podcast, the Funcast, and that was a really enjoyable moment for my Funko collecting career. That was great. Yeah, so it sucks to know that they're not there anymore.
They're definitely like a huge piece to the puzzle. Huge.
Absolutely. Like I said, they're the face. They're the face of the company.
Yeah, I would say, I mean, I don't know how true this is, but I would say that more people would probably recognize Sully who are into Funko than Brian Mariotti.
Probably. Somebody called Brian Mariotti the other day in our group. They called him, he said he dresses up like the Easter Bunny. I thought that was the funniest thing.
Who said that?
I don't know who it was, but it was so funny. I was going to pee myself. So what else? Oh, so one piece of information. Sorry, I'm like really out of it. I've been really out of it for like the last 3 days, and I don't know if it's something to do with like the weather or the humidity, or maybe it's the pollen or something. I don't know what's going on with me, but I totally feel out of it. So I'm sorry. But we're going to have Jason from Barely Available on with us on June 21st. Now,
Sunday,
June 21st. That is the day we're going to have him. We've agreed upon it. If something changes, of course, we will let you guys know. But right now, it's the 21st of June, Barely Available. I'm really excited about it. Now, the reason why I'm really excited about this is because I did a lot of my homework and things for BIM Toy. I did a lot of homework for Abominable Toys, mainly because I knew about a lot of stuff, and then I kind of got myself up to date with maybe how they got their start. I've decided with this one that I'm not going to do anything. I've only purchased one Barely Available figure so far, and I'm going to make up a roster of questions, mainly asking him how he got his start, why he got into it. I went way far back in his Instagram just to see where his start was. It was like pictures of Funko Pops, and then like one day he made like a 3D print of a Barely Available, and then like it looked like the next week or so, now he's painting it. And he made it the Barely Available, the dead, it's called something dead something.
Barely Dead.
Barely Dead. So he made a Barely Dead, and I was like, wow, that's really, really cool. Like, you're literally watching the progression through his Instagram, like where he got his start and so on and so forth. So I'm really excited. I'm gonna put that together, a lot of questions, and I'm gonna be learning a lot along with you. I feel like before I knew a lot more with Tiny Ghost and Abominable Toys, but this one I'm going in a little blind, and I'm excited about that. If you guys have ideas, I've seen Sully a couple of times, but if you guys have ideas on people who to reach out to bring on the interview series, we would highly appreciate reaching out to us, messaging us on Instagram with your ideas. Because listen, one night I was on my phone. Heather and I were cleaning the house or something, and for some reason I decided I'm just going to message Connor McConnell, and I'm going to ask him if he'll come on the interview series. Not thinking that he would ever reply. I figured he's a busy guy, and he replied. And Connor was like, "Well, I'm very busy right now, and I'm not going to be able to make it." I was like, "Okay, that's fine, no big deal." And he goes, "I'll reach out to you later on." Well, in this, like the very next day, I decided I'm going to do the same thing with Reese O'Brien. And damn, if Reese O'Brien didn't respond in like a day. And he's like, "I will come on with you next weekend." I mean, it was just like, bow. And I couldn't even believe it. Because to me, that's a celebrity. So I was like, oh, this is great. This is a big deal, not only for the channel, but for us as collectors and lovers of the Tiny Ghost and BIM Toy series. So that was a lot of fun. And then Connor finally contacts us after a few weeks. Heather was like, he's never going to reach out to us.
Yeah,
it's dead. It's gone.
That's what I say to people when I mean no.
So I thought for sure that Heather was right, but he reached out to us and he was ready to go. So that was exciting.
Yeah, I was really excited when he reached out to us.
So far we have 2 to check off our list, and hopefully a third coming up very soon with Barely Available. So if you guys know of any others that you'd love to see on the Gastlecast, and I'm talking about like real people who make a lot of sense to be on here, number one, and number two, people that we could stand a chance getting, like,
what about Alice Cooper?
Like Robert Downey Jr. isn't going to work.
Okay.
Like, that's not going to happen. Or Alice Cooper, that's not going to work. But if you guys have some real ideas of maybe some tiny toy companies, maybe ones we don't know about, and you want them on, and you want to see them talk about their product and where they got their start and stuff, reach out to us and let us know. We would absolutely love to know. I get a thrill out of doing that. Making videos and editing them, it's a lot of fun. There's some artistic stuff there for me, but doing the interviews, I get stoked. I get really excited.
You don't just get stoked, you get really grumpy. Like, really grumpy.
I don't get grumpy.
Chris gets stressed out, and when he's stressed, he's, like, horrible to be around. So when I know we have an interview coming up with someone that we're not really like, with our friends, it's almost like normal hanging out sort of stuff.
Yeah, and most of the guys here, when they come on.
Yeah, but, like, other people, you get really, really nervous. And I generally find things to do that like don't involve Chris on those days.
Oh my God.
Because
Yeah.
he's not mean. He just is very high, like just very tense. Like
Yeah. I do. I'm
like
guilty of that. Button 999 said you could probably get a couple of head sculpt artists and designers from Hot Toys. That would be really cool, actually. I'd be interested.
Really, really cool.
I'd be interested in that. That would be very fun. Mike Petrino says
Ghost.
Ghost. Yeah, that's not going to happen. Maybe way back when I found out about them, but not nowadays. They're way bigger than life now.
I feel like we got really, really lucky. It's one good thing that has come out of the pandemic is being able to interview these people who, generally speaking, I would think that they'd be like, nah.
Right. I agree. I think that a lot of people are stuck in their houses. They have nothing else better to do, and they go online and they go live. You see a lot of these guys that are being interviewed by like small channels and stuff like that. I'm talking like real actors and actresses. Like actors and actresses want to they want an outlet somewhere. So they're probably willing to do a lot more right now due to the pandemic. Mm-hmm. But Connor and Reese just happen to be two totally down to earth, really nice guys.
Yes.
And it was really special that they were available and willing to come on and do something with us.
Yes.
Because those guys, I mean, listen, I'm not ignorant to the fact that they're very busy people. I mean, they both run companies and they're releasing these toys. And
even
there's
during
a lot that goes
this
into
time, they've got to be incredibly busy.
Absolutely.
But the big factor that has been taken away right now is cons. And I think if there were cons, there would be more stress, less time, because they're trying to get stuff out. They're trying to get stuff made. They're going and traveling and working out all those details and stuff. So it's almost like, I mean, I would imagine it's a little bit less stressful than before.
Sure.
Right now.
Absolutely. I agree.
So I think we're just super duper lucky in our timing.
I think so too. And it all worked out and I'm happy about that.
You should ask Robert Downey Jr.
Maybe he'll come on. Come on, Iron Man. Okay. So
I'm not done.
Oh, go ahead.
I don't know why you keep like trying to close this out. We got Funko to talk about.
Okay, what do you got?
Well, they released a picture that I thought was really cool. It's a Bugs Bunny that is going to be a part of. It's going to be a Funko Shop release, and he's covered in carrots and.
Why
like,
don't you turn your screen
splatter.
up so they can see it?
No, you got to turn the screen down.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there it is.
I
So
don't know
it's
how well you can
it's
see
the
it, but he's
all
really cool
carrot.
looking.
It's the all carrot Bugs Bunny.
It's for, I guess, Bugs Bunny's 80th anniversary. He's really, really neat looking.
Is it 10-inch or is he small?
No, he's regular, it
Okay.
looks like. He doesn't look like a 10-inch at least.
I'm not huge into Bugs Bunny.
But this one's pretty cool.
No, it is cool, and it has a very cool box to it as well.
He reminds me a lot of the Futura Star Wars stuff that you see at Target.
Yes, he does look very much like Future stuff. You guys have done a great job keeping the videos fresh and doing the interviews during the pandemic. Notice Top Pops is running out of video ideas as of late. Yeah, so video ideas, that's an interesting topic, actually. Coming up with video ideas is grueling.
It really is.
And I can't say that there's anybody out there who is hitting the ball out of the park every single time. Although there are some guys out there who are buying these very expensive mystery boxes, opening them, and they get millions of views. Although I don't believe in that. To me, I don't feel like there's any value for me, the channel, for Heather, to just do unboxings of like, oh, I bought all this random shit from eBay yesterday and let's show it all off. That's fun every once in a while. I like to do unboxings of stuff that is like brand new to give you an idea if it's something that you want to buy, like something that you feel like you might want to pick up. More of it being informational and also being on topic of like, is it good enough for you to spend your hard-earned money on? Because some of this stuff is very expensive, especially the hot toys.
Yes.
Yeah, it gets very expensive.
Very.
The mystery boxes sometimes are fun too. The Marvel mystery boxes, which are typically not a mystery once you get them because people know what the hell's inside already.
They are never mind.
What?
Never mind. I
But-
thought you were talking about traditional mystery boxes, not your
No,
subscription
no,
boxes.
subscription box. I'm sorry.
Yeah, mystery boxes can be a pain.
Yeah.
They're
So
fun, but
our videos as of late, I've been trying to do, it's almost like a shotgun blast of stuff. Like I want it to be fun. I want it to be informational. Is that a word? Informational? I think it is, isn't it?
yes.
Informational, fun, and quick. There's nothing worse than watching a 13-minute video that you want to just rip your hair out, or or you just back out of it and you don't finish it. I've noticed that on our analytics that people are watching the videos longer, and I would suggest that that's because of the short amount of video, and also because the video is constantly going this, it's doing that.
Or more people are at home and have time to spend on YouTube.
Possibly, but I would say that
They
generally
are more fun.
Generally,
I think.
people have 5 minutes to watch a video,
Yeah.
and our videos have been about 5 minutes long.
They are becoming more fun. I do like that they're not 10, 15, 20 minutes long like some of our other videos, because me personally, I'm the type of person, unless it is like a documentary or something, I'm going to stop watching after 3 or 4 minutes.
Yes, Kate-L, informative.
Not everybody is that way, but that's how I am. And I think a lot of other people are the same.
Yeah. Thank you, Kate-L. Fix it. Kate-L I should just have her directly linked to my phone, and anytime I'm trying to say something, she can just correct me like a dictionary I just carry around. Who's listening to all my words. So what else? Yeah, so videos that we've been releasing much faster. I think that they're funnier. I think that the humor in them has been increasing. The new video that I'm releasing actually after this live is going to be about the new not Loch Ness. The new Kraken Funko Pop. Our friend Angel Crumb reached out and she helped us get it because we missed out on it. We talked about that before. So we have a new video that's going to be all about that, and Heather and I's thoughts on that Funko Pop, and it's funny and informational, informative.
I think it's very informational.
Yeah, so tune into that. I've noticed that our videos are getting a lot more views these days, and I think it's because we have been releasing more videos more often, and they're very shorter, and they're much shorter.
They're very short.
Very short. They're much shorter and easier to watch. Because you're talking about something, so we stay to watch. You're not just blabbing. Oh, thank you.
Dean asked, will you guys sell the first edition Mando if it helps you get a hot toy?
That's a good question. So the Chrome Mando, I'll be honest with you. That was something that I actually really did want as a YouTuber. Listen. This is honest and straightforward. Sometimes we do buy things specifically to show it on our channel.
And then they take up room in our garage.
And we end up keeping them, and they're inside of our closets, and they're just piled up. And then by like year 2 after having it and realizing that I never wanted it to begin with, we give it on a giveaway, or we sell it to a friend at cost, or sometimes we turn around and Macari it. And the reason why I do the Macari stuff, especially if something has a high price tag, is because, listen, it's a lot of money to do this stuff sometimes. We had somebody on, I think it was Shoki Reviews not too long ago, and Shoki made a point. He said, well, you don't have to go out and buy all the new stuff to have it to show in your video. You can just make a new video about the same thing over and over, but just make it interesting. That's a hard thing to do. And me personally, with a Funko Pop, there's only so many ways I can show you a Funko Pop. And make it interesting. I mean, Heather and I could hit each other upside the head with it maybe to make it better.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
I don't know, but get physically injured. But I just
no, we can put together weird plays. They'll be Funko Pop plays.
But oh yeah, well that would be kind of fun. Stop motion plays.
We could do that.
But when it comes to buying stuff, for the channel, sometimes I'm looking at stuff. I'm like, oh man, that looks so cool. That would look really good on camera. I think that would be fun. That would be fun to talk about. Sometimes sometimes I'll buy stuff just because it's humorous and it's silly and it's something fun to talk about. Especially those dumb Walking Dead boxes. I have a lot of fun doing that.
Yeah, because it's not your money being wasted.
Button 999 says sell the Chrome Mando now. Yeah, people have been saying that. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I've like I said, I really like that one. I'm not always taken with stuff that I get. I'm really taken with that Funko Pop. I just think he looks cool, and it was what I had envisioned when I heard there was a chrome one coming, and instead we got the painted one, which I stand by it to this day. I really think it's trash, and I think it's shitty that they released that version of it when there was such a better version of it before. Like either you release the version that we got from Amazon, or release the other version, or don't release one or the other at all, right? So just really, if they were going to release the Amazon one, just do that, and then all the other Chrome ones, just toss them or something. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Because now it's like messing the market up, and people are trying to make all a bunch of money, posting it on eBay and just getting crazy with it. And I personally, I don't like to flip. Like, I'm not a flipper. I just feel like that's such a douche move. Have I done it a couple of times? Yeah, again, to buy some more stuff so we can review it. But I'm not a big fan of that. In fact, not too long ago, I mentioned this, I think the other night, we sold both of our Loch Ness Monsters. I got like 400 and some bucks out of it. But I did it because I really wanted a new Iron Man hot toy. And I was like, right now I don't have the extra money to spend on an Iron Man hot toy. And I was like, you know what? The Loch Ness Monsters are literally, they were sitting like in a corner of a room on a shelf, like very high up in the air. It wasn't like I was worried about them. So I just turned around and sold them. Who gives a shit? Didn't matter. So I guess I am a flipper. I know. I was there.
You know, Button 999, I really liked you up until this point. But your latest comment, I don't know if we're friends anymore.
No, everybody has their own opinion.
I don't know how they managed to make the Walking Dead boxes worse than the show itself. I'm trying to love the show.
The show went downhill, but then the show came back up. So
I feel like
think
it's
gotten
a lot better now. It's much more tolerable to watch. However, I got bored with it well before most people dropped off the show. I got bored in whatever the season was where Beth was busy singing in the woods. I hated that season. I hated all of it. Half of it I didn't even watch. I couldn't stand it.
Painful.
Yeah.
Dean, thank you. That's awesome. I appreciate you backing me up on that. Yeah, so it wasn't so hard to sell the Loch Ness. I made a point that I bought the Loch Ness glow in the dark, or actually a friend got it for us. Which makes me kind of feel like a douche, but I did trade a high-end thing for it to do something nice for our friend. What did I trade for that? I traded a blue Scooby-Doo for it. A blue Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
And I didn't know if Loch Ness would even keep its value. I just wanted him to have it because he wanted it. But the Loch Ness, I wanted it only make a video to laugh in Heather's face. If I'm going to be honest with you, I wanted to do it because Heather said that they should never make it, and why would they make it? But it was fun for the 10-minute video that we made. After that, out the door it went. Tolerable isn't a great review of the show. That's so true.
I love it.
So now he's, Button 999, there's parts of it that is sort of like tolerable. Believe me, there's been a couple of seasons that there's like a big question mark above my head. I'm thinking, what the hell is going on here? They really need to amp this up. But the new season was really good.
Well, we don't know. It still may be, because I don't know if they're actually, because they considered the second to last episode the season finale because they weren't finishing the very last episode once the pandemic hit.
Right.
So I'm wondering if it's going to be like an add-on to the season.
I don't know.
Or if it's going to be completely separate.
I don't know. I guess we'll see. We'll see. They said that they're going to get back into the studio soon to finish that last episode. So maybe we'll get that last episode in the next couple of months. Who knows?
That'd be cool.
Things are all coming back online. So things for Walking Dead might fall back into place. I hope. Good. Berserk Phoenix enjoyed Walking Dead. He said he enjoyed it to an extent.
To an extent.
Right. But that's good. Listen, that's better than it really sucked. Okay?
Yeah, it's better than it was. Comparable to those shitty boxes you guys get.
Yeah. I thought it wasn't done recording for The Walking Dead. No, so they have one more episode. It's the finale or whatever. They're still having to film parts of it, I guess. I don't. Maybe it was an editing phase.
It was the editing thing, from what I understood. I think they filmed it all, but they weren't finished with the after the fact stuff,
Right.
like the CG and everything.
Yeah. Well,
That's what I understood.
I can't wait to see how it ends. Because,
might be wrong.
like I said, it was a great season up
It really
until
was.
that point. Okay. What else? Is that it?
I think so.
Okay. I think that's it, guys. Listen, I appreciate all of your support. You guys are really good to us and really awesome. And we love making content. We love coming up with stuff like these guys here. And we love the fact that you guys have any interest in them. The fact that many of you were like, yay, that's awesome. That makes that really warms my heart. I really appreciate that because this is like one of those things where I did something and then it turned into this. Like I made a little drawing one night. Now it's a pin. I never thought that would happen. And now I'm thinking about making it a toy. So dreams do come true, as they say. And it's coming true, I hope, very, very soon. Guys, pins will be available soon. We'll give you more information as that comes out. New video will be following this live. I'm going to have to post it up, so it might take a few minutes. So look out for that in the next 15, 20 minutes. It's a great episode. I think it's a lot of fun. I think you guys will enjoy it. We have a new video coming your way very soon. It's going to be about our new Barely Available. I can't wait to share that with you. And then we also had a fellow YouTuber send us one of his toys, and it's really, really neat. And I'm really excited for you guys to see what he's up to.
It's so cool.
It's really cool. So we'll have that video coming up your way as well. And then we'll be back here on Sunday to hang out with you once again. Remember, go over and check out our podcast, Heroic Nonsense. It's really, really fun. Jason Swoboda is on there with us. He's a old school Funko guy and a great friend of ours. He's a lot of fun to talk to. We don't talk about toys and stuff most of the time. It's usually just about a lot of craziness, but we just have so much fun. Turn it on while you're driving to work or while you're doing something. You know, you might be bored and you just have to listen to something. You're tired of music. Put it on. You might actually really enjoy it. So go and check it out. But that's it. Remember, and by the way, Jacques Morgan and Jake Carr, thank you guys so much. They are two very good friends and very, very I'm very much looking forward to teaming up with them as we move forward and progress with Gastly. Your enthusiasm enthuses me. So I appreciate you guys for that. Thank you guys. And remember, as always, we hunt together. Yes. We will catch you next time.